The content of this was pulled from Wikipedia as well as our own experiences. I do the best with my Irish pronunciations, but I'm not Irish and I may get them wrong. The Giant's Causeway is an area of about 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, the result of an ancient volcanic eruption. It's located in County Antrim on the north coast of Northern Ireland, about 3 miles northeast of the town of Bushmills. We visited in September by car, but you can also take a day tour from Dublin or Belfast, or you can take the train to Portrush and either catch a local bus to the site or hike the cliff-top coastal trail. The tops of the columns form stepping stones that lead from the cliff foot and disappear under the sea. Most of the columns are hexagonal, although there are also some with 4, 5, 7, or 8 sides. The tallest are about 12 meters high, and the solidified lava in the cliffs is 28 meters thick in places. Much of the Giant's Causeway and the Causeway Coast World Heritage Site is today owned and managed by the National Trust and is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Northern Ireland. According to legend, the columns are the remains of a causeway built by a giant. The story goes that the Irish giant Finn McCool, or Fionn Mac Cumhail in Irish, or my best approximation of the pronunciation, was challenged to a fight by the Scottish giant Benandonner. Finn accepted the challenge and built the causeway across the North Channel so that the two giants could meet. In one version of the story, Finn defeats Benandonner. In another, Finn hides from Benandonner when he realizes that his foe is much bigger than he is. Finn's wife, Unag, disguises Finn as a baby and tucks him in a cradle. When Benandonner sees the size of the baby, he reckons that his father, Finn, must be a giant among giants. He flees back to Scotland in fright, destroying the causeway behind him so that Finn would be unable to chase him down. Across the sea, there are identical basalt columns, a part of the same ancient lava flow, at Fingal's Cave on the Scottish Isle of Staffa, and it is possible that the story was influenced by this. In overall Irish mythology, Finn McCool is not a giant, but a hero with supernatural abilities. Around 50 to 60 million years ago, during the Paleocene epoch, Antrim was subject to intense volcanic activity when highly fluid molten basalt intruded through chalk beds to form an extensive lava plateau. As the lava cooled, it contracted, which made it fracture in a similar way to drying mud, with the cracks propagating down as the mass cooled, leaving pillar-like structures, which are also fractured horizontally into what are called biscuits. In many cases, the horizontal fracture has resulted in a bottom face that is convex, while the upper face of the lower segment is concave, producing what are called ball and socket joints. The size of the column is primarily determined by the speed at which lava from a volcanic eruption cools. The extensive fracture network produced the distinctive columns seen today. The basalts were originally part of a great volcanic plateau called the Thulian Plateau, which formed during the Paleocene. As mentioned, most of the site is owned by the National Trust and you must pay for parking and entry to the visitor center. However, entry to the actual rocks is free. You can take a shuttle bus one or both ways for a few euros, but it's an easy walk unless it's raining. The visitor center doesn't have much on the science behind the structures, but a fair amount about the social history and legend. It also has a bathroom and tea room if you need it, and comes with an audio guide which the boys are always fans of. We recommend getting there early to avoid the crowds and doing the visitor center after. We were there in the evening and there were lots of people, but only 1 or 2 at around 8 a.m. Don't forget to keep walking beyond the basalt area and up to the cliff trail. You might also want to take the shepherd steps up to the upper trail along the cliff edge for some wonderful sea views. Thanks for checking out the Giant's Causeway with us in this 360 video. Let us know in the comments below if you think we could do something differently or better. If you like the narration or you don't like the narration, we're always trying to make these better, and we hope to have more 360 videos in the future. As always, give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. Come back next time to see what we're up to, and tell your friends. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.